and then you want to do that to the beginning. Once you do that, cut your edges off and then put the whole thing in cold water. Just get it really wet. We're going to do a very light blocking. Basically, all that means is we're not going to be stretching it out. We're basically going to be just laying it down, flattening it out, flattening out the cast off, and just shaping these little ruffles, which are you can do kind of like a harder block with them if you want them like just real rigid and pointy like this. Or what I'm going to do is just kind of keep them with their shape, just get them all more uniform. Alright, I took and soaked the shawl just in cold water. One thing I would suggest, hey, there's Ivy. One thing I would suggest is this yarn does have milk fiber in it, so when you get it wet, it does have kind of like a bit of like a soured milk smell. I suspect when it dries I won't smell it because I couldn't smell it to begin with in the yarn until I got it wet. So what I would suggest doing is if you have a wool wash, just use your wool wash with it. Just helps scent it. I've got a really nice wool wash that has tea tree oil in it that I really like. I'm going to show you kind of how the shape turned out. Now this edge up here, let me see, that edge up there, it's wanting to curl like that, but I put a board on it just to hold that flat because that was really the only thing curling. There are a couple different ways you can block the ruffles here. You can just flatten them out and see, and it's holding the shape well enough that you don't really need to pin that. Or if you want to do like I had done, I just kind of folded them up and sort of pinched them. I want them to be distinct and have like their own little texture to them and be roughly, I think with all the collars, it'll just be fun. Kind of reminds me of toes, but I think it'll be cute. Okay, we'll go up here. Sorry, camera's so shaky. Just trying to figure out the best way to really do this because this is so large that I couldn't fit it on any tables or anything that we had. So I actually have a blanket laying on the floor. But what I've done is you want to go and just see it's already starting to lay flat. You just want to make sure it's all straight. Just straighten it out as much as you can. If you have pins, you can pin it down. Or what I'm doing is I'm just laying this on it to hold it down until it dries.